Okay, what we have here is what many would call a one-sided beatdown in favor of Goku. I mean, no one in their right mind would say that Gojo is more physically capable than Goku. Gojo comes from a series where they have displayed feats that can reasonably place him around island level using Dagon's domain expansion, which hypothetically you can get to star level if you think this is a star or not, and relativistic speeds going up the many calcs we have for Jujutsu Kaisen. While Goku has defeating characters with enough power to destroy entire planets, stars, solar systems, universes, and far beyond, with speeds massively faster than light, seeing as though Goku is able to traverse through hell, which has been calced at 4.38 quadrillions of times faster than light. So why do people believe that Gojo can defeat Goku? The argument comes that no regular attack that Goku will throw will ever touch Gojo because of his ability. In Jump Giga Summer, a lecture was given between two special grade mathematicians and the JJK editor, Mr. Takano. They theorized on how Gojo's ability works through in real life math and science, stating, and I quote, "Gojo creates an infinity space between him and his opponent. He rapidly slows down the movement of his enemies approaching him. As a result, they can never touch his body," which is later explained as using the Achilles and a tortoise paradox, which in the manga Gojo even gives reference to. The paradox proposed by an ancient Greek philosopher named Zeno gives the idea that if Achilles raced a tortoise given a head start, he would never reach the tortoise due to there being an infinite number of steps he would have to take in order to reach it. Since each time Achilles would reach the halfway point between him and the tortoise, there would always be another halfway point between that, and another between that, and so on to the reachless heights of infinity, which ultimately makes motion impossible since you never technically reach point B from point A. In later ways that his abilities describe, things such as neutral negative numbers and impossible situations like -1 apples manifest, meaning his ability can create impossibilities, ultimately making Zeno's paradox real inside Gojo's ability, bringing the idea that you have to take an infinite number of steps to reach a tortoise, you then in turn would need to take an infinite number of steps to touch Gojo. This is without red or blue or his infinite void that work on a molecular level, granting him durability negation. With abilities like these, how does Goku hope to stand a chance? Arguments for Goku getting past the barrier go something like this. They usually assert that Goku can probably use instant transmission to get through the barrier, which I think is actually pretty interesting, seeing as though instant transmission is just teleportation, with teleportation being defined as instantaneously traveling two distances without crossing the intervening space. Seeing as though Gojo's barrier is infinite, you can argue that Goku's instant transmission has never been shown to cross an infinite distance. However, in turn, you can counter this argument by saying that Goku would only need to sense Gojo's energy across this distance no matter how severe, seeing as though the only time instant transmission was defective was in the case that the person he was trying to reach didn't cast enough energy for Goku to sense and ultimately travel to. However, Goku can easily sense Gojo when he's standing directly in front of him, which now the distance would now be irrelevant. Any counter argument to this would fall under appeal to ignorance, which asserts that a proposition is false because it has not yet been proven true, which basically means that just because instant transmission has been shown to work on an infinite distance doesn't mean it can't. Gojo has a plethora of durability negating abilities such as red and blue, advanced limitless techniques. Blue works as bringing the concept of negative space into existence. When he does this, the surrounding area tries to fill up the negative space, generating a strong force of attraction. He's able to make people's bodies implode. By channeling reversed cursed energy, Gojo can use red. Red works as bringing the divergence of infinity into reality, creating a repel effect. Hollow purple is the combination of the two. This fusion of convergence and divergence creates a collision of both infinities, creating an imaginary mass, erasing whatever's in its way out of existence essentially. However, Goku will not be affected by these abilities, seeing as though Goku is able to resist the erasure of Hakaishin energy, the same energy that can erase intangible beings such as ghosts out of existence and works on a fourth dimensional level. Things that work on a molecular level will have no effect on someone who can literally survive fourth dimensional existence erasure. However, Gojo's infinite void is another story. Gojo's infinite void presents the target with limitless information, compelling them to see and feel all the information of the universe, and causes a state of paralysis from the infinite knowledge, causing you to die slowly. Being caught in such a domain would be fatal for Goku. However, you can make the argument that since Goku has Ultra Instinct, he can still fight, seeing as though Ultra Instinct allows the user to move and react while being completely unconscious of anything but the fight. You could also argue that Goku has the ability to attack right through the barrier itself. Gojo's ability works as the manipulation of space and time on a molecular level. Although passive, Goku can just literally punch through time and space. Goku was able to blast Hit in another dimension of time and space, and Goku was still able to attack him. Hit wasn't even in the same space-time as Goku and he still got his ass kicked. Jiren was even able to do this with raw punches. Hit would escape to his pocket dimension and Jiren would just be sitting there waiting for him and punch right through it, with Goku obviously scaling over an even more powerful Jiren. Gojo's ability of Limitless also sorts out danger in terms of how much of a threat it is. Things like light and oxygen can pass through the barrier because it does not sense it as a threat. However, the speed at which this barrier sorts out danger is unquantifiable, as from what we've seen so far, it can only stop people that are hypersonic to relativistic, meaning that if someone is faster than light, they can probably move right through the ability itself since it hasn't been shown to sort out danger at this level of speed. So overall, in a battle between Goku and Gojo while staying realistic, Goku slams. If you guys did enjoy this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. And leave your thoughts below. Who do you think would win, Gojo or Goku? But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.